And we are live. This is UFC 212, Aldo versus Holloway bro picks. This is Ricky.
What's up, brothers? This is Justin. We're not going to talk about the last card that much because we both got shat on. That's 2 cards in a row for me, 2 bad cards. And yeah, man, I'm just looking forward to this card, man. I'm looking forward to getting, back on that winning column. And we got some good fights. I don't think it's a pay-per-view card. I think it should be, a Fox Sports 1 card, maybe even a Fox card. But, dude, I mean, that main event and co-main event is fire, bro. What do you think?
I kind of agree. I think if it wasn't for the main event, it could easily be a fight night like on Fox or Fox Sports 1. But that Aldo X Holloway for sure make it worth the money, in my opinion. Man. And I don't know, man. I think Eric Silva and Yancy Medeiros is going to be a banger too.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I mean,
and Vitor Belfort, named Marquardt, you're going to see some knockouts. And to be honest, that's what people watch and tune in for, right? You want to see a fucking knockout. So.
Bamgbose versus Paulo, man. I mean, there's another really good fight right there. That fight's not
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of finishes, man. So who knows? There might be a very exciting card. One of those that you don't really expect to be a. You know what? There's not that many girl fights. I'll tell you that much, and that's pretty good. And the one girl fight that is, it's like 2 fucking beasts. It's Claudia Gadelha versus Carolina. So.
Yeah, there's another girl fight, but I mean it's not that good.
There is? Oh yeah, that girl Moyle. Yeah,
I like Moyle. Right. I do like Moyle a lot, but we'll talk about that later. How many bets do you have?
Hey, man, started. So far I only have 1, but I'm thinking about placing 1 or 2 more by the end of by the time fight day comes.
I got 3, but I'm tempted on a couple. But yeah, let's get the ball rolling, dude. We got in the flyweight division. We got Marco Beltran versus Davison Alcantara. It's Yuri's brother, I think. And Marco Beltran's dropping to flyweight, and he was a pretty big bantamweight. And I don't like this at all for him, to be honest. I think he's going to be too sucked, like too drawn. I don't think it's a good move. I think he's going to be too sucked out there, too sucked in. And I think Alcantara, man, look pretty impressive. I know he's making his debut. He's undefeated, though. And the tape that I've watched, man, he's looked impressive. I think he's going to be good at 125. So I'm not going to bet him, but I think he's going to go out there and beat a Marco Beltran that, like I said, is going to look all sucked in. So I got Alcantara by dominant decision. What about you?
Wait. Oh, okay. Alcantara's his middle name, isn't it? At first, you threw me off.
He's like 2 last names, bro. It's like weird. Like on UFC, like.
At first, I was like, "Who the fuck are you talking about?" I thought you were talking about Yuri, and then I was like,
dude, "Yeah, it's confusing, bro."
Yeah, you threw me off. Oh, because and then on UFC, it doesn't even on the UFC page, it doesn't even show his middle name. So I was like. Davison Figueiredo, right? That Davison Alcantara Figueiredo.
It's like Frank Wason all over again. Remember that shit?
Who?
Remember Frank Wason? That one dude is it's Luis Enrique, but his name's Frank Wason. Remember that? You don't remember that?
I don't remember. No.
Okay. Well,
anyway,
fighting next week, so we'll talk about it then. Go ahead.
Nerd. Yeah, all right, man. I'm gonna go with Davison as well. I haven't really watched much tape, but I'm just kind of fading Beltran. So
especially dropping down to 125.
Yeah. Move on to the next fight. We got Chagas versus Jimmy Wallhead just finished. I think it just fought the guy Justin Ayari and lost to him versus decision. He's got some power behind some of his punches, but he's pretty basic, and he just kind of marches forward. You can kind of pick him apart. I think Chagas is gonna take the win, the hometown win. What about you?
Yeah, man. I wouldn't bet this fight because Jim has power, but I don't think he's really that good. I think that Chagas is better everywhere, but I wouldn't bet on this fight because Chagas. He's been kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say inconsistent, but I mean he had a draw in his debut against Moraes, and then he lost against Eric Silva last fight. in a back and forth fight. I do think that both their backs against the wall, but I do think that Chagas can win. I think, like I said, he's better everywhere, but it's not a fight that I would bet on. I'm not like extremely confident because Wallhead has power, and Chagas has been drawn before. So I'm gonna have to go with Chagas by a close decision. Next fight, we got Vivian Pereira versus Jamie Moyle. We got Vivian, who's 12-0. We got Moyle's 4-1. I actually won the bet Moyle, to be honest, a lot, and the line's pretty good. But I'm going to stay away right now. I'm going to have some good money management for once because I don't really. And Vivian Pereira is not that good, dude. I mean, she got gifted a win against Valerie with Turner last fight. She did not win that fight. I mean, that was like one of the biggest robberies I've ever seen. And Jamie Moyle's good, bro. Her only loss against Amanda Cooper on tough, but it should have went to a third round. And she looked really good last fight against Cowan Curran. And she throws bombs, bro. And she trains with Khalil Roundtree, Syndicate. You know she's going to have a good arm, have good stand-up. And she's a good wrestler, too. She has good subs. She's good everywhere, man. And she's a little pit bull, dude. I like Jamie Moyle. I think she's going to win by a close decision. What about you?
Yeah, it's a close fight. It's a close fight, man. I definitely think Vivian's record's a little padded. You know what I mean? So I don't really know much about her. I'm kind of gonna stay away from picking this fight. And if you don't, but I do think Moyle is probably training with the better people, and she's actually in the U.S. You know, so I think she's gonna come a little bit prepared. She's getting better each time. I definitely think this is a good dog here, but the fact that it's in Brazil kind of makes me want to stay away from betting it because I don't know and the fact that I don't really know much about this Vivian either. Who knows? Maybe she had the octagon jitters, but I don't know. I haven't really watched much tape on her, but I know Jamie Moyle's pretty good and she's getting better, but I think it's a pass for me. But I'm gonna go with Jamie Moyle so far, but haven't watched much tape. So let's go on to the next fight, man. I'm pretty. I think this is going to be an exciting fight. It's going to be Alcantara versus Brian Kelleher, 135 pounds. Alcantara, he's got some devastating strikes, and so he can finish the fight. He's got some power for the 135s. So I think if he manages to keep the fight standing, he can use his strikes to finish him or just get a dominant decision. As long as he can avoid the takedowns, I think he can beat Kelleher. What about you?
Yeah, man, this is a weird fight because Yuri was supposed to fight Felipe Arantes, and that would have been a close fight, dude. To be honest, that fight could have gone either way. This is a really different fight. He's fighting the guy making his debut. Apparently, he just came in like Wednesday night in Brazil. That's a red flag right there. I watched a little tape on him. I don't think he's that impressive. I think Yuri's better everywhere, to be honest. So I know Yuri almost had a hiccup last fight against Sanders, but this isn't Sanders. And Yuri, showed adversity and won that fight. So I got Yuri all day. No bet for me, though. Next fight, we got Coach Johnny Eduardo versus Matthew Lopez. I actually like Lopez a lot, but the line is not what I want, dude. I thought he was going to be like the dog, to be honest, and he's a big favorite. And I can't bet. And I can't bet on Eduardo either because he's inconsistent. So I'm going to go with Lopez. I think he has a good future. I like him, man. He has a good ground game. He's good on the feet, and he showed a lot of heart against Mitch Gagnon. And Johnny, man, I think he's like on the edge of retirement, to be honest. I don't think he's that impressive. So I'm going to have to go with Matthew Lopez by a late finish. What about you?
I'm going to have to agree with you. It's just Johnny Eduardo. He's got a lot of fights under his belt. It's another kind of situation where you got someone on his way out versus someone that's trying to come up, And I think this is the time when a Brazilian underdog is not going to win this fight. I'm going to have to go with Matthew Lopez as well. But yeah, I haven't watched much tape either, so I don't know if I'm probably going to stay away. On to the next fight. Let's go. It's going to be Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Eric Spicely at the 185 pounds. And I'm probably going to have to go with Carlos Jr., man. I don't really see what you see much in Spicely, bro. Because I just feel like fucking Carlos Jr. is better everywhere. I know they're both not great strikers, but Carlos is probably the better striker. I don't know. I think and if it goes to the ground, I think Carlos is a better grappler too. So I don't see what Spicy can do here. I think Carlos keeps it standing. He can piece him up there too. And I don't think Eric Spice is going to take him down. And Carlos Antonio's top pressure is going to be too much. He's going to find a way to. They're both going to be good grapplers, so I think it's very interesting to see what's going to happen. But I think Junior is going to get the best of Spicely, man. And if he can survive the first round, then it's bad trouble for it's big trouble for Spicely. You haven't really seen much of Spicely after the first round. That's kind of a yellow flag for me right there. I want to give a shout out to Half the Battle because they made up some good points, and it's like you really haven't seen much of a. It's like he made a good point about Al Hassan too. It's like these guys that haven't made it past the first round in the past, they're probably going to make it. That's not going to happen in the UFC when you're fighting these like better people. So if you haven't really seen them after the second round, it's kind of sketchy to bet on them. And Spicy, I haven't seen much of him on the second round at all. And if he does go past the first round, I don't think his cardio is gonna be that great. I mean, he's kind of chubby. He's got the dad bod, so I don't know. But we have seen Carlos Antonio Jr. past the first round, and to be honest, he's looked pretty good his last two fights. I know he lost against Dan Kelly, but Dan Kelly's fucking legit, man. So that's understandable, and he's looked better since then. So to me, I respect that. And his fight against Vittori was great, man. He overcame adversity, and he was getting his ass whooped in the second round, and in the third round, he was able to take Vittori down and impose his fucking will. You know, just get the fight, not the finish, but he was able to win the first and second round and get the decision win. So I don't know, man. I just think Carlos can win anywhere the fight goes. His top pressure is going to be too much, and he might even end up finding a way to get the back. I think Spicely is in trouble anywhere the fight goes. So I'm going to go with Carlos Antonio with the dominant decision win. It's probably going to be a grappling match, or whatever. But I think he's going to get the top dominant positions throughout the fight. So I'm going to go with Junior for the decision. To say.
Yeah, man, I can't really argue with you that much because you made a lot of good points. To be honest, the jiu-jitsu cancel each other out. I mean, they both have very good ground games. I don't know if, either dude's going to sub each other. On the feet, I think it's close too. I don't know if I don't think Spicy's that good of a striker, but I don't think Carlos is either. So I think it's going to be a close fight. That's why I think Spicy's live, to be honest. I think he's one of the live dogs of the night. And I want to bet him really bad, man. I'm thinking about it. He's plus 195 right now. And I know what you're saying about Carlos. He showed diversity. And he impressed me after that Kelly fight because he went out there, I know he beat a jobber in Roleko, but the Vittori fight was pretty impressive because Vittori's no joke. Vittori's not a jobber, man. He's really good. So
he's legit, dude.
He is. I know he hates Spicy, so that's a kind of a fight I want to see. My thing is, I know Spicy's a little chinny, but I don't know, man. I've seen Carlos quit before, dude, and I know a lot of people saying that Spicy quit against Sam Alvey, but that was his debut, man, and he took that on short notice. And I know Sam Alvey. The one thing I'll tell you right now is I'm a little worried to bet Spicy because he got subbed by Sam Alvey. I mean, that's a red flag right there. But he showed adversity, man. He went out there and, 2 finishes in a row. And I know Thiago Santos doesn't have a good ground game, but I don't care what anyone says. I'm not saying he went out there and freaking hurt and rock Santos bad. But dude, I think he hurt him on the feet, dude, to be honest. And it was like a wild punch. I'm not saying he has good striking, but I don't know, dude. My theory is if he hurt Santos, dude, I think he can maybe hurt Carlos. I'm not going to say he's going to knock out Carlos because he's not going to knock him out. But I think he can tag him, dude, maybe get him in a sub because his ground game is pretty dangerous. And I'm not saying it's better than Carlos because I think it's close, but I think he can walk in a sub, dude, to be honest. But either guy could, to be honest, I just don't think it's a mismatch. And I know you don't. I know you don't agree. I know you agree with me there. It's a close fight, bro. It really is.
I definitely think it's closer than a lot of the guys make it seem, but I don't. I think Carlos is just better than him everywhere. Like it's close on the feet, but I think in the MMA, I think Spice Lee's jiu-jitsu is good against people that aren't good in jiu-jitsu, but Carlos Antonio's jiu-jitsu is pretty good for MMA as well, man. He's won a lot. He's quit, but he did not quit against Vettori, man. He could have quit easily in that second round, and he didn't. He made it through. There was a time when I think Vettori had a pretty deep guillotine in, and he fought it, man. He was able to get half guard and was able to fight the choke or whatever a couple of times, man. He was even waiting to the refs, telling him he was okay. That shows like he has some heart. Maybe he's some work, man. Vettori's no joke, man, and I think Vettori would have smoked Spice Lee.
Yeah, it's a different matchup, but does Carlos want to take Spice Lee down? Because Spice Lee's pretty good off his back, dude. He really is. So I think it's going to be a pretty.
He's good, man. I don't think he needs to. That's the thing. I think he can just stuff the takedowns and beat him striking.
I think Spice Lee's
Spice is gonna hear this fucking the Brazilian wow more hair, and this fool's gonna fucking choke, man. He's gonna freak out on the walkout. He's not gonna know what to do. I don't think he's gonna do well in the Brazilian crowd.
He beat Thiago Santos in the Brazilian crowd, and that he was like a minus. He's like a plus what 500 something like that. So he already won in Brazil once. Why can't he do it again?
Point. Yeah, that's a good point. You got maybe I'm wrong on that one.
Thiago Santos,
but I don't know.
Definitely a better fighter.
Santos has no striking, but I don't know, man. He's got some holes in his grappling.
He does. My thing is though. My thing is, I'm not saying that Spice is good on the feet because he's not, but he moved to Syndicate MMA, bro. That's one of the best striking camps out there. He's training with Khalil Roundtree, bro. You already know what I'm gonna say about him. He's one of the best strikers in the 205-pound division. He really is. So the fact he's training with him, he's training with Andrew Sanchez, one of the best wrestlers. I think it's worth a shot, man, at these odds. So I think I'm gonna do it. To be honest, I think I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna shut all those haters out there because I know a lot of people think Spicy sucks and all that. And I just don't think he's a jobber, man. I think he's a very good ground game. He can go far. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be a top 15 guy, but I think he could, make some waves.
But dude, what if it makes it past the fucking first round? You have no idea how he's gonna look.
Yeah, I will say you make a good point there, but he showed good cardio before the UFC and on Tough too. So he hasn't had to go far, bro. He's been finishing fools. I mean, he could finish Carlos in that first round. You don't know.
Yeah, but you can't count on that anymore, dude. That's not smart.
We'll see, man. We'll see cardio-wise, but I think he's showed pretty good cardio, and he obviously won 3 rounds before the UFC. He hasn't had that many fights in the UFC. He really hasn't. 3, that's it.
Bro, but in the UFC, you're not gonna just finish people every first round. You're gonna go against some legit motherfuckers.
Carlos Jr. is gonna be struggling too, man. He's a big 185-pounder. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a bad wake up for him. And Spicy's not that big of a 185er, so I think who knows. He looked good last fight against Vettori, but I mean,
it looked like he had some good cardio last fight. I mean, he pulled through the 3rd round.
A couple of fights ago, he gassed out bad and quit. So who knows if he's gonna do it again? But I mean,
I think he learned from that.
I think cardio is a question mark, to be honest, here for both guys.
Question mark for Spicy than it is for Carlos because we've seen him pass the first round in the UFC.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't think Spicy has bad cardio. I'm not going to say he does. I don't think he does. I think he could go 3 rounds in this fight. But maybe Carlos has the edge because he's gone, But I've also seen Carlos.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to go with Carlos on this one, man.
I just think it's a close fight. I don't think
it's closer than people say. It's close. I think it's gonna be a good fight. But I think Carlos is just gonna beat him like wherever it goes. He's just gonna get the better. He's just gonna be ahead. It is gonna be close, and anything can happen. It's a fight, so I don't blame you for taking the shot. But I mean, I've been looking into Carlos because I think he can. Because I just think he can beat him anywhere the fight goes.
Yeah,
man, I think he'll find a way to get top position, man.
I know
he's not gonna let Spicy get on top of him.
I know I'm rambling about this, but I'm a huge Dan Kelly fan. I think he's really good, but he quit against Dan Kelly, man, and that's just scaring me from. It's just scaring me, man.
Really well, this fool got subbed by fucking Sam Alvey. That doesn't scare you?
It's his debut, dude. So it really doesn't, to be honest. I know it's Sam Alvey, but I mean, it was his debut, bro. So look what we did after that. 2 first-round finishes.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
It's gonna be a good fight, bro. It really is. But like you said,
I really think it's gonna be a good fight too.
It's a lot closer than people think, man. It's not a cakewalk for either guy. I don't think it's worth a max bet for Carlos Jr. I really don't, because it's gonna be a close fight. I
think if Carlos keeps it standing, it's easy win though for him. And I think he can just stuff the takedowns. If he pulls guard, if fucking this guy pulls guard, he's not gonna. I don't think Carlos will fucking get swept. I don't think he would. I think he'll pass his guard or smash him.
Damn, if Spicy taps him out, oh my god, man, I'm gonna fucking be screwed.
You better fucking bet, dude. See, that's the thing. If you think if you have a good read on this fight, like, and you like the odds, I don't know why you're not betting it. Then you can fucking make it fucking great if he wins.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. Just money management, dude. I haven't done good the last 2 cards, so I'm just trying to
just do 1 unit. You've been doing good this year, though, like overall.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been in a slump, so I'm just trying to like have a good money management. But I got you. I'm probably gonna bet him, to be honest. I've been fucking with you guys. I'm probably gonna bet him. So
like a 3 unit or like a 4 or 5 unit bet every time. You can do a 1 unit.
Yeah, I'm not that confident in Spicy, so I'm definitely not doing a max bet here. So I'll probably do 1 unit. Are you gonna bet Carlos?
I don't know yet. I might do 2 or 3 or something. I don't know. I might.
May the best man win. We'll start with the next fight. I got Spicy. You got Carlos. So we got Rafael Assuncao versus Marwan Moraes. Yeah, bro, this is like the closest fight in the card. This is a huge pick'em fight. I'm not betting on this fight, but I think Assuncao's gonna win, dude. I think Marwan's pretty good. I mean, he's had a good career outside the UFC, but you're making your debut against one of the best bantamweights in the division. Yeah, man, I just can't pull the trigger on him, dude. And Assuncao is no joke. The only bad thing about him is his inactivity. He's always hurt. He never fights. But he's been in there with TJ Dillashaw twice. Won the first time. Second fight, close fight. And good guys too, man. Aldo. So I really do think that Assuncao is going to win this fight, but it's probably going to be a split decision. I think he's faster out there too, and I think he has better stand-up, to be honest. But yeah, Marwan's pretty impressive, bro. He really is. But he hasn't fought the best competition, though. He really hasn't. And like I said, Assuncao has. So I got Assuncao, but the odds are pretty good too, man. I mean, he's like, what, plus 150? But I just can't do it. What about you?
I've been thinking about. I agree with you, and I've been thinking about betting Assuncao here. He's a Brazilian in Brazil. He's the underdog, and he's been looking pretty good recently. He has been pretty active recently. He just fought TJ and Aldo, so we're gonna really look into this. And I don't know. I think it's like the point is that it's very easy to look good outside of the UFC. So it doesn't. I don't know. I'm gonna have to really watch some tape carefully, and I've been thinking about betting Assuncao here. I just like the fact that he's a dog here in Brazil, and he's got and he's competed with the best of the best. I don't see why he's a dog here, and I'm very tempted to bet him here, and I'm probably most likely going to do it.
Good luck, I'm picking him
with the decision. So I'm probably going to bet him by the time fight night comes. So
All right, man. Call that
Let's
main
go
event.
Assuncao. Next fight, it's going to be the first fight of the main event. Eric Silva versus Yancy Medeiros. So Yancy Medeiros is now moving up to 170 pounds. You know, I think he fights. I like that. I like his attitude. You know, he's a fighter. He's a true fighter. And Eric Silva, I really thought it was nice when he got knocked the fuck out by Nordin Taleb because he kind of deserved that. But he did show improvements when he fought Chagas. He's another underdog that I'm looking at, to be honest, just because he's in Brazil. I still don't know who's gonna win. Eric Silva has been knocked out. I think Yancy has a better chin, but Eric Silva does have some tricks up his sleeve. I don't know. It's hard to pick a fight right now, but right now, if I had to choose, I'm gonna choose Silva just because he's the underdog, and I might bet him too. And he's in Brazil, so I like those odds right now for him. But I do definitely think Yancy has a better chin, but it all depends I don't know if he hits as hard as Nordin Taleb either. So if Eric Silva avoids the brawl, I think. But Eric Silva seems to like the brawl, so he might end up getting clipped. But jiu-jitsu, I think he's got better jiu-jitsu than Yancy for sure. He might get a sub. So if Eric Silva fights smart, I think he can get the win. What about you?
Yeah, man, it's funny because I watched tape and I've been thinking about this matchup for a while because it's a very close fight. And I was actually on Yancy, man. But I watched a little more tape, and after talking to you, I think I'm going to go with Silva too, because one thing I forgot to mention when we talked about it is that Yancy's fought one time at welterweight. One time against Sean Spencer. Eric Silva hits fucking hard, dude. He hits like a truck, man. He has power, dude. He really does. And if he hits Yancy a couple times, man, I think he could finish him. I know Yancy's tough. He has a good chin, but that chin, man, when's it going to, is it going to hold up pretty soon? I mean, he's had a lot of punishment, bro. And Eric Silva, man, Eric Silva hits harder, bro, than all the guys at Yancy's face, to be honest. All the guys are at lightweight. This is the big leagues. This is 170. So I know Eric Silva doesn't have the best chin, but he has heart. He has a very good ground game. And he hits like a truck, bro. So I know that a lot of people are saying fade Silva, but he's been inconsistent, bro. But I think he has power, man. I think this is a good matchup for him. I mean, the ground game, I know Yancy has a good ground game, but Silva has a very good ground game. Do look at his last fight, So I think I'm going to
that good.
I don't think it's like elite, but I think he's good. He has a lot of subs, bro.
Yeah, but they're like chokes. I don't think they're I don't think it'd be weird. It'd be hard. I think it'd be hard to catch Silva in one of those guillotine chokes that he has because they're kind of weird.
Oh no, I'm talking about Silva. I'm talking about Silva's ground game.
Oh, Silva. Yeah, Silva's ground game is way better than Yancy's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Silva has a very good ground game. He trains at King's MMA. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if Silva I think if Eric Silva took him down, I think it'd be easy money, but Silva likes the brawl, so. But like you said, Silva hits fucking hard, man. He's in there fighting with 170ers. Like this is Yancy's second fight 170.
And Sean Spencer's a jobber, bro. He really is. Eric Silva's no jobber, and that's what really triggered me to go the other way. Is that he's been in there once at 170. Eric Silva is huge, dude. And Dustin knocked Yancy out. I mean, Eric Silva hits harder than Dustin. I think we can both agree with that. So I'm going to have to go with Eric Silva. I think I'm going to put a 1 unit shot on there, man, to be honest. I'm confident because I bet Silva last fight against Chagas, and I was sweating that whole fight, and he pulled out that sub. He actually showed a good chin in that fight, too. He showed a good chin. He got hit, man, a lot, man. And I know Nordin, knocked him out, but that's Nordin, dude. Nordin hits pretty hard.
Yeah, Nordin hits fucking hard.
And Eric Silva made that was a bad. I don't know why that was karma, bro. Like right when he did that, I was like, I hope he gets knocked out. We watched that together. That was pretty dope. But I don't think Yancy hits that hard. I really don't. I mean, he has good kicks and stuff, but he has a lot of volume. I don't think he could hurt Silva on the feet. I really don't. And he's not gonna tap out Silva. He won't.
No way. There's no way that's gonna happen.
I'm betting Silva, man. I think
I'm
gonna bet
down to do
Silva.
it with you, bro. Let's do it. 1 unit, man.
Team bro picks
I
Eric
like
Silva.
this spot here, bro. Dude, I like his spot. I like this matchup for him here because Yancey's gonna be a small 170, right? He's so skinny,
He is,
man.
bro. He's a small 170. Eric Silva's huge, bro. I'm telling you right now, the difference is Eric Silva's gonna hit harder than all the guys he fought at 155.
Dude, he takes him down, dude. It's easy money, bro. Because he can sub him. I think he can sub him or ground and pound him for sure.
I agree. I got Eric Silva, man. It might be 2 units to be honest, but I'm pumped.
Let's go Silva, man.
All right, man. Next fight, we got Paulo Borrachinha versus Holloway Bamgbose. This is another close fight, man, and I've been really tempted to buy the bet on Bamgbose, but I can't do it, man, because one thing is that this is a different matchup, but you got Alex Nicholson versus the Joker. I mean, the Joker went out there and took him down like this right out the gate, and got to finish. If Paulo takes him down, it's over because Bamgbose has no ground game, bro. He really doesn't at all, and you saw that against Pereira, no ground game. I think on the feet, it's going to be he's live on the feet. It's going to be a war. Bamgbose is probably faster and more athletic, but Paulo hits like a truck, bro, and he has a good shin. Bamgbose, I don't know if he has a good chin. I mean, Uriah Hall kind of took him down once and knocked him out, So I think Bambose's been away too long, and I think he's going to be a big size disadvantage for him in this fight. And like I said, if he gets taken down, it's over. And I think Paulo can take him down right out the gate. So I got Paulo all day in this fight. No bet, but I got Paulo. What about you?
Yeah, I got Paulo too, man. I think it's kind of an easy pick. At first, it's kind of tempting because of Bamgbose, but then you look at his fight against Mutanche. Because at first, those odds are tempting because it's Bamgbose and he's got that knockout power. So, it's possible that he's got the punch. He's always got a puncher's chance, I think. But you can't really bet on a puncher's chance, especially against this guy Paulo. I think he's going to be able to avoid getting hit. And if he takes him down, it's easy money from there, man. Paulo's definitely got the better ground game for sure. And he might even have the better striking. So, and if he can avoid getting out of the first two, I think he can easily keep it striking without having to really worry. I really think Paulo can beat him any way he wants to. So I'm going to go with Paulo as well. But I'm even thinking about maybe making one, maybe betting him straight or putting him in might I say a parlay. But I don't know. I definitely think he's going to beat him. I think it's going to be an easy win too. But who knows? I'm picking Paulo for sure.
All right, man. Call that next fight.
All right, next fight. We got Vitor, the Phenom Belfort versus Nate Marquardt, 185 pounds. Kind of interesting matchup. It's kind of fade city for both of these guys. But I think Nate Marquardt is going to win. Impressed with Vitor at all, man. I think he's been quitting every single fight, and his ground game is fucking horrible, man. If you make it past the first 2 minutes, then he's got nothing. He's got very good straight punches for 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and then that's it, man. Much, bro. I think if Nate Marquardt can pass those 2 minutes, it's an easy win for him. And if Nate Marquardt decides to take him down, it's an even easier fucking win for him, bro. I've been tempted to even bet Nate here, but I just don't fucking trust him with my money. That's what it comes down to. But I do think he's going to win. So I'm going to go with Nate Marquardt. I think he's going to get a finish too. What about you?
Yeah, man, this is jobber central, man. I can't bet on this fight. I mean, if there was plus money to not bet this fight, I would be all over it. I mean, I do a max bet, But I can't do it, man. I mean, Belfort and Marquardt are both on their way out. They both have bad gyms. Who do I think is going to win? I think Belfort's going to win, but I mean, I'm not confident at all. I think Belfort has a better chin, but I mean, it's close. I think Belfort has more power on the feet. But if Marquardt takes him down, it's over. So, I mean, there's so many red flags in this fight. I don't know, man. It's close, man. But Nate Marquardt, his chin actually surprised me last fight against Sam Alvey. But Sam Alvey, I mean, didn't do shit last fight. Or, I mean, he didn't do shit against Marquardt. But, yeah, I got Belfort, but I'm not confident. Next fight, we got my first bet of the night. We got KK Carolina versus Claudia Gadelha. This is a very good fight, bro. Pre-tape about a month ago, I picked Claudia, and then I watched a lot of tape the past month. And bro, I got a good read on KK, man. I'm really confident in this fight. I got 2 units on her at a plus 250 to win 5 units. I might put another unit on it, to be honest. All she has to do is stuff that takedown, dude, and it's all her, man. I know she hasn't fought a wrestler, but she has 87% takedown defense. You saw what she did against Marcos, reversed her. You know, she reversed Rose. She has a good ground game too, to be honest, man. And she has good wrestling. She's not going to go out there and wrestle Claudia, though. You know, she's going to go out there, use her game. She just switch stances. You know, she has good feet work, good footwork. She's nasty in the clinch. Throws a lot of volume. I think she throws like 4.56 like strikes a minute, dude. And her gas tank is way better than Claudia too, dude. I think she can break Claudia. I know it's a 3-round fight, but she's gonna pick apart Claudia in the feet. She really is, dude. Claudia has nothing for her on the feet. KK is gonna win on the feet all day. The only thing I'm worried about is the takedown, but I think she can stuff him, get right back up. And like I said, she has a good ground game too. So I'm really impressed with KK in this fight. And like I said, she's always pressuring, good gas tank. And in that clinch, bro, she hurt Rose so bad in the body, bro. If she does that, you Claudia, she's gonna gas her out, man, tire her out. So I got KK by a 29-28 decision. What about you?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to disagree and go with. I'm gonna have to go with Claudia, but I just don't think she's gonna be able to stuff the takedown, man. You make it sound a little bit easier than what it's gonna be like. This isn't. I don't know. This is in Brazil, bro. It's like, say, get fucking pumped when they're in there. They get that extra bomba in them, and they fucking shoot up. USADA's too scared to go down there in Rio de Janeiro. You know what I mean? So they got that. They got that bomb. I don't know, man. I think Claudia's gonna come in strong, and she's gonna get those takedowns for the 2 rounds easy, man. She might even, bro. You keep out like you. I don't know. So I just can't. I still have to watch more tape if I do decide to. The only reason I would bet Carolina is because I do think the line is fucking off for sure. It's definitely a lot closer than what it's going to be than what the line has it. But I do think Claudia's going to win, man, if I were to have to pick a fighter. Just because I don't think she's going to be able to stuff the takedowns. I think Carolina's kind of skinny. If she's able to back up against the fence. But I don't know, man. I think Claudia's fucking an animal, dude, and she's gonna be too explosive that first 2 rounds. I think that's why she gasses, is because she's too explosive. But we'll see what happens. I'm probably not gonna bet it. I'm probably gonna pass, but I do think Claudia's gonna win.
I'll say this before we go on the main event. People are saying that KK hasn't fought a wrestler. Claudia's only fought 1 striker twice, and she got her ass kicked both times. KK is a very good striker. So Claudia's fought jobbers, bro. Besides,
yeah, but she fought the fucking champ.
She did, but KK, dude, is a good striker too, and KK went 5 rounds with her.
Yeah,
I think
5
KK has
rounds.
better takedown defense than JJ.
I'd have to watch. I haven't watched that much.
My thing is, if Claudia gets her down, I don't think she can hold her. I think she can get right back up. To be honest, and on the feet, dude, it's levels above. To be honest,
I don't know, man. I think Claudia has a pretty good ground game, dude. I think you're kind of not. You're not giving her the credit.
I think Carolina has a good get-up game, dude, and she has good wrestling. She has good takedown defense, and she has a good ground game too. To be honest, she really does. She's good everywhere, bro. You got to watch tape on her, man, because that's when I was sold. KK is the real deal, dude. Dude, Rose is a beast, bro. You didn't go out there and beat Rose 29-28. That was not a split, dude. That was 29-28 unanimous. That was an impressive fight. That was a fight that got me like on KK for sure.
I agree. It was a 29-28, but it was a split decision.
I don't think it was a split decision, but I'm telling you right now.
What do you mean you don't think it was a split decision? There's three fucking judges, and 2 of them thought it was a split decision. Maybe you thought it was a 29-28, but
I don't think
obviously one of those fucking judges gave it to.
I don't think it was a split though. My decision. I think she won the last 2 rounds, but hey, I'm not a judge.
I don't think you know what unanimous decision or split decision really means then.
I don't think it should have been a split, dude. I'm telling you, I think all judges should agree on unanimous.
Okay. That's I get it. All right, I'm just fucking.
I think Claudia's overrated, dude. I really think she is. She's a good wrestler, but that's about it. And when she fights a good striker, a good takedown defense,
That's not just that about it, dude. She's got good jitsu.
Look what JJ did to her twice. KK is a very good striker, bro. I'm telling you right now. She's not on the level as JJ, but it's right there, dude.
But I don't know. I think we'll see what happens.
She has more ways to win. And Claudia's known for her clinch. KK has a better clinch, to be honest. She has a very nasty clinch.
Yeah, KK's clinch is brutal. She's got some fucking nasty elbows.
She's gonna wear her out, bro. Claudia already has a bad gas tank as it is, and it's in Brazil. KK has a very good gas tank, bro. The way better gas tank here. And I'm telling you right now, her footwork, dude, is phenomenal, man. Twitch stance is really good. So I like KK. I want you to watch tape.
Yeah, you got me thinking about it.
All right, man. Let's call that main event, the main fight, because I'm pumped right now. Let's do this.
Call it, bro.
I think it's your turn.
We got the main event of the evening. It's Aldo. Where's Jose Aldo versus Max Bless Holloway. When was the last time Jose Aldo fought? I think it was almost a full year ago, right? It was
wasn't it like July or something like that? We gotta look that up because we don't want to get called out by Z or anybody.
By some fuckers, I know. Yeah. But anyway,
by some shit.
Aldo as by some fucking. Anyway, yeah. I just think Aldo's a lot more inactive. Max has been fighting way more. He's getting way better. His confidence is fucking so sick right now, and I think he's the mental there. He's there and he wants it a little bit more than Jose Aldo. But now let's talk about the technical fighting. I think Jose Aldo is one of the best counter strikers there are for sure, and he's got some brutal knees. He's got some brutal fucking kicks, and his counter punches are like top notch.
They fought in July.
But yeah, almost fucking year ago. So anyway, and Max has been fighting more often, and but I think Jose Aldo, he's got some very good counter striking. He's very, very strong, very fast, very explosive. And but Max, I think he's able to get in and out of danger very well. Whenever he throws a punch, he doesn't ever throw one, or he doesn't throw just one punch. He throws combos at you, man, and I love that shit. And if you cover up your face, he's gonna start digging the body. You know what I mean? And it's so he's able to fucking wear people out, and he's able to put a pace on you that you can't keep up with, you know. And I think Jose Aldo is gonna look pretty strong those first 2 rounds, but I think eventually Max's pace is gonna wear him out, and I don't think he's gonna do good fighting a taller guy, man. I really do think Jose Aldo is kind of tall for his division, so he's not used to fighting people like taller than him, or he's very used to fighting short wrestlers, like a lot of people say. So I agree with that statement. Max's combos, man, I love that. I think Max is gonna combo him up. He's gonna put a pace on him that Jose Aldo is not gonna keep up with. Jose Aldo is gonna look strong, counter him probably good a couple times in the first couple rounds, but that pace and that volume. And eventually, I think it could lead to a late finish, man. But Max is gonna. I think he's gonna turn it over after the second round, like maybe during late to the second round or third round, for sure. And get those late, and turn it around and get those last rounds, and maybe even finish late. So I'm gonna go with Max for the win.
Yeah, man.
Maybe three out of 2 rounds, something, or maybe 4. The last out of second. But I think his pace and his volume is too much.
It really is, man. Yeah, man. I have the max bet on Max at 120 plus 120 to win 6 units, and I have a unit on him inside at plus 259. to win 2.59. Before I get into it, just to mention real quick, when Edgar fought Aldo last fight in July, when every time Aldo was going back in the fight, Edgar was catching it, man. But Edgar doesn't have a lot of power. But I mean, if Max does that, bro, Max is gonna hurt him because Max has way more power than Edgar. But like you touched on, dude, Max doesn't get hit that much. I know he did against Lamas, but that was just he wanted to give him in a brawl, you know. Aldo's taking way more punishment, bro, than Holloway, and a lot of people don't like to mention that. And I know Conor McGregor knocked him out, and he went out there and put on a pretty good performance against Frankie Edgar. But I just think Aldo's time is done, man. I think Max wants this really bad. It's Max's time. He's on a 10-fight winning streak, okay? I know Aldo's fought the better competition, but, I mean, his chin, man, he's been in so many wars, dude. I mean, Chad Mendez, dude, hurt him so many times, man. And Max digs that body, dude, really bad. I really think he could wear him out, dude, to be honest, dude. And I like Max a lot in this fight, dude. His range, he's hard to hit. He switches stances brilliant. You don't know if he's going to go orthodox or southpaw. He has great distance, man. I like him a lot. His takedown defense is freaking solid. You know he's not going to get taken down. If he does, he's going to get right back up. And he has the better gas tank here, dude. Aldo didn't look that good, man. He looks, like you said, he looks shook out there. And Max is like, I got this, man. I'm going to win this fight. So I don't think Aldo's going to win. I think Max is going to finish him, dude. And we're both team bro picks on him. I'm excited for this. But I'm not saying Aldo's a jobber because he's not. He's one of the best fighters of all time. But his time is done. And Max's time is right here, baby. So I'm excited, man. Max is going to shock the world and catch that bet for us. So
I got 2 units on Max.
All the fans out there, I hope you guys, don't cry, man, because I'm gunning for you guys. I hope you, and I know you guys know who you are too.
All right, don't be gay.
Anything else you want to mention, or are we good?
We're good, man. So far, I got 2 units on Max. I might do a unit on Silva and maybe even Assuncao. Look good for the ladies out there watching.
Your girlfriend's a good.
Just kidding. It's just my girlfriend. That's probably the only girl watching this.
That's hilarious. Yeah, man. I got those 3 bets I already mentioned. I got a 5-unit max bet on Max. I got 2 units on KK, and I got a 1 unit inside of Max. I'm probably gonna be betting Eric Silva, and we'll see about Spicy, maybe. We'll do some shout outs real quick. We'll do shout outs to our favorite guys out there. We got Have the Battle. We got Rockstar Z, a.k.a. Aldo's #1 fan. We got Will Martin, another guy on Aldo. We got Seb Show. Kelton. Me and Kelton are going to have a debate next week. Brunson versus Dan Kelly. I'm looking forward to that. And Sharif, UFC Betting Sharks. And yeah, so we'll be back next week for, we got, what is it? What is the main event? Derek Lewis versus Mark Hunt. I got a bet on Derek Lewis already at 2 units inside the distance at plus 125. So it's cash.
Can't wait for that. We might have to have another disagreement on that one.
Damn. I mean, we don't want to talk about it right now, but Derek Lewis, dude's going to go out there and knock that fool out in the first round, bro. Mark Hunt is done. Done.
Let's talk about it next week.
We will. Later, guys.
Later,
Team
guys.
Max.
Thanks for tuning in.
Team Max on Max.
Max Holloway, baby. # where's Waldo?
Aldo sucks.